Previously on New Crits on the Block.
I have a half-sister that I never knew about that might want to kill me.
I don't think she wants to kill you. She just is scared, just like you are.
You'll need her help. It sounds like she has a really good handle on her powers, and maybe it'll be helpful for you to have her to help guide you.
But none of that matters if you turn into a gigantic block of ice, so we just gotta get to the temple.
On the first page, you see initials that are scribbled out. You see MS. And on the very last page that you get to, you just see Katon, betrayed, kill. So, Katon, you are looking at this book that has your name in it. Oh, God damn it.
Quit giving him paper.
I'm sorry.
That's his paper.
It's not paper. It's actually concrete.
I mean,
it's
in the
concrete
game.
slabs.
It's a concrete tomb.
Yeah. It's
So
a tablet.
But in all seriousness, Katon just keeps looking at that last page with his name in it and doing that thing where he kind of goes like, that, who?
What does it say?
Where was this? Where did we, this was,
You pulled it out, did you not? Didn't
no,
you?
I mean, I've had it, but, wasn't this in a tent? Or,
So hearing what was going on and hearing spells being cast from Boral, and
Am I making a fuss? Am I making a commotion?
no, but I can hear like I'm like
I
what's
am
going
now.
on back
Bippity
there?
boppity boo.
So I'm gonna turn back.
Okay.
I'm gonna take like a quick scan, maybe next over like the next little hill, just kind of next area, and if I don't see anything, I'm gonna turn back towards the sled.
Yeah, it's just white snow and then just some little mountain range. It looks nice.
I'm gonna walk back. I'm not going to like sneak back there, but because I just have an innate sneakiness about me, I do want to see if I can get back there without them noticing me.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like I'm not like
here's a question
through.
for you guys. Are you guys actively looking out around you, or are you kind of all
Oh
focusing?
no, we're in on this
Okay,
book.
so,
yeah, we're,
I mean,
You'd be using
I'm doing that
no
thing.
rolling for you guys.
I cast identify or dispel magic, and then I went
did
back
that.
to my own fucking.
Yeah, hey Brian, you didn't do the magic.
I
thing
did
this
the
time.
magic actually.
Oh, you did.
Oh, that's right,
my
yeah.
God, I forgot. Sorry.
I'm
Brian's
doing
like,
that
I
thing.
do the
That
magic.
literally just happened. I forgot. I'm sorry.
I'm doing
I did
that
one
thing
thing
usually
right.
magic guy. I'm sorry.
I did one thing right. Please give me credit.
I'm
For
sorry.
those
I'm
people
sorry.
at home, imagine sometime in your past where you've gotten like a text or something that was bad news.
A
like
breakup text.
Like a breakup text, or like I'm in the hospital.
worst.
One of those things that makes you drop everything you're doing and focus in on it. And you can feel your pupils constrict as you read it. And your brain is trying to quantify like what you're experiencing. And you become completely tunnel visioned to everything around you. And all you can do is read and feel your heartbeat behind your eyes. Have you ever experienced that? Like extreme confusion and panic at the same time?
literally all the time.
Yeah, that's what anxiety is.
That's just a daily concurrence for me.
That's every time my phone rings.
And the number isn't identified. She doesn't have the number.
And so that's what he's doing. And he just keeps rereading his name like, well, there's no possibility my name is written in this book.
You must be mistaken.
And I flip it around and I just go, what is this?
And as you do that, I'll say with the way like the sled is kind of set up, Leaf and Boral, you're kind of like sitting on the opposite end of like just on the other side of the sled as Katon and Philippa, as Awen just kind of like peeps his head over Katon's shoulder.
I rolled a 21.
I couldn't beat that.
Yeah.
I couldn't beat
Wait,
it if
what's
I
my
tried.
passive perception? It's definitely over 20.
Yeah. Even if I rolled
I
a
have
20,
eyes on
I
the
would
back of my
still
head.
only have a 21. And I'm going to go ahead and say I have disadvantage. So there's an 8 there. So
Would be passive perception.
Yeah, it wouldn't be, you wouldn't roll
then
for
it's
passive.
11. So
You're gonna hear Awen's voice over your shoulder, Katon. Oh, that's scandalous. And you're going to look over, and I'm going to have kind of my arms over the top of the sled, holding me on with my head in my hands.
Just feet dragging.
With the two little feet dragging next to you. You can see the, when you look back, you see in the snow where it started.
Well, that looks scandalous.
Like a long time ago.
Is that the hot book?
Yes, this is the book that, Jesus Christ.
Why is your name in it?
Wait, you're what?
His name is in the book.
My...
Ooh, along with some other very saucy words
What
here.
does it say?
Katon, would you like to, or should I?
I take it and I flip it and I put it in front of everyone, like on that shield that I had sitting in front of all of us that we were using as like a makeshift table. And I put it down and I go, why is this here?
Seems like our boy Katon has made a few enemies, hey? Is this so is this a literal burn book?
Oh,
Is
no.
that what this is?
Oh, no.
I mean, yes, I've made a few enemies, but I don't leave most of my enemies alive. Minus Timpani for some reason.
It's a hot book. This is a burn book. You've never made a burn book before? Anyone?
No,
No?
I don't even know.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not even paying attention.
I knew she would.
Philippa like pulls a little notebook out of her. She's like,
My
I keep
sister
mine on
did,
me.
but she wouldn't let me look at it.
Okay, well, what's a burn book? This book is very hot, so yes, it's a burn book. But
what's
what's
everyone
a
you
burn
hate?
book?
Like you wish you could burn.
I don't need to make a book. I just kill
Like
them.
a wicked.
Well, for people who don't want to actually incite murder, it's just sort of,
It's therapy.
it's a therapy thing.
Yeah. Like, I don't like this person, so I want to write their name in this book. And then
I'm pretty sure my name was in my sister's, and that's probably why she didn't want me to see.
you see Philippa slowly start to erase a name.
But why am I in here? I don't even know. I mean,
Come
everyone.
on, are you really surprised?
Who did you betray?
I've never betrayed anyone.
Hmm. Come on.
Where did we find this again?
That was in the camp, the flame hand camp. Was that what it was?
Where
Yeah, it
did
was a
my
flame.
rat?
I'm sorry. I just realized that I never actually gave a name for them, so it's just a flame hand.
That's what we called it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the flame hand.
where I did my rat
Because you guys
dance.
never asked who they were. You just asked who they were working for.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Remember we found it and it was hot and you said it wasn't and then it obviously was.
Yes.
So we finally opened this. We've finally opened the book.
Yeah, I just so
Oh.
much has happened. I haven't had time.
The flame hand camp on the flame hand book.
Who did this belong to? I mean, and I flip back to the front pages, which just say MS.
Yeah,
right?
MS, and then a bunch of MS has a same kind of thing as the rest of the book. Has it's scribbled through it, but it was kind of really big painting and inscribed.
So you can kind of read it.
So you can still see the MS in it, but then there's just a bunch of A's everywhere else.
Who is?
So I hear him say in the field with the what was the name of the
Flame
group?
hand.
Flame hand group?
The flame hands.
Flame
Or that we
hand.
found it at the camp.
Flame
and
hand.
I immediately just turned my head to kind of wait, where did you find the book?
I didn't find it, but I believe
I found it.
Awen, you found it.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes.
Beardrum and I found it, I think, to be exact, but in there was a tent, an area with a tent.
Right.
And the book was there, I think it was buried, actually, if I remember correctly. We had to
I
dig
think
it
so,
up.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna kind of start clutching at my chest area.
Please
and then
do not fireball me. I'm sorry. This is
no.
That is made of wood.
Whoa,
please.
take it easy. That's not necessary.
We've made him
And
angry.
I'm gonna pull out the locket that I remember grabbing from there. I'm just gonna look at it for a second. I'm gonna open it. Because I did open it at the
Yeah,
time, but
there's
I didn't recognize who was in it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a child's drawing
Right.
of a
Oh, that's right.
brown haired person. Yeah, it's like a stick figure with brown hair on it.
And I'm just gonna hand it to. I'm just gonna point in the direction of people because I'm not sitting next to him. I'm just I'm sorry, I forgot. I found this in the field next to the camp.
Oh, I'm going to reach over and grab it.
And
What is this? More? Why did you ever tell us about this?
why are you keep taking everyone's jewelry?
You do steal things
And I
from
reach,
people.
I reach in my
I
pocket.
found it. Just like my fireball. And I found it. I
in
technically
someone's
found
house,
it.
in someone's room, in a jewelry box.
Oh, was it somebody's field too?
The field is open game, baby.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't steal it.
So as these two are bantering back and forth, I reach in my pouch to take out my locket, which I see him holding my locket. That is my locket. So I obviously lost it. And I am appreciative that he picked it up. And I need to make sure to get it back. But I'm also doing that thing where like suddenly someone has your wallet and you're like what, how did you get my wallet? And I reach in my pouch and I grab my locket. And I reach over and I go to take it from Awen.
No, this is my finest keepers.
Yeah, I literally gave that to you.
Give us keepers.
Takers, take it.
No, give these backsies.
Silence. Give me that.
So, geez, sorry.
He's real mad.
Here, take it. God.
That's the betrayal right
Having some
there.
fun. Yeah, no wonder you're now. I'm going to take out my burn book now.
Yep, everybody
Katon.
pencil
I'm
it
not
in.
listening. I flip it open and I look inside of it. Where did you find this?
It was in the field with the,
What field?
where the Flame Hand camp was.
Specifically.
Don't remember. It was in the field.
You're going to remember.
All
Where
right.
did you find this?
Dude, relax.
I will not relax.
What's the
Where
big
did
deal?
you find this?
How about you tell me what the big deal is, and then I'll fucking tell you. What's the big what? What's going on? I didn't steal this, even though everyone thinks I'm a fucking thief.
I don't think you're a thief. I don't
Okay,
think you're a thief.
then what's the big
Boral.
deal? What
What's
is
the
it?
big deal?
What is it?
This is my sister's. This is mine. I gave this to her. This is me. And I take mine out and I flip it open and I hold the two and I show that there are two shitty drawings of stick figures with crappy hair with exact same lockets. This is mine.
What?
This was hers. This was mine. I gave it to her.
I found that in the field. I was looking around.
Buried her with this. Where did you get it?
In the field. Look at me. I found it in the fucking field. I was just looking around and I found it. That's it.
It's
I just
okay,
stumbled
Katon.
across it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Look, it didn't mean anything. I just found it and I don't even know why I kept it. I just kept it because it looked nice.
He likes necklaces.
I guess I do. I guess I have a thing for necklaces now.
He's a necklace guy. Katon, it's okay.
Katon, how is that possible that I had your sister's necklace this whole time?
I don't know, because I buried her with it so many years ago. This necklace should be back behind my farm on the corpse of my sister. So why do you have it?
Katon, I don't have any other explanation other than I found it. Let's think about this logically. How, unless somebody dug her up and just happened to...
Don't.
Unless somebody
No.
dug her up and then happened to place it where we are.
Why would someone dig her up?
I don't know. Well, what happened there at that camp? Was she at that camp?
Well, how could she be?
I
She's
don't
dead.
know. I don't know.
She's dead. I
don't know. Maybe somebody somebody resurrected her. I don't know. That does happen.
resurrected?
Yeah.
Listen, she died over 10 years ago. I buried her. She's gone. Why would anyone resurrect my sister? That's not something you can just do for fun. And why? Why? She was a child, and now she's gone, and now you have her necklace, and now she's
Katon.
here, and she was in the camp, and she's there.
Wait. Katon,
What?
I am so...
She was there.
What? What do you mean she was there?
She wasn't there. She couldn't have been there, but she was there. My sister had blue eyes with a little bit of red in them. We don't know why. It was special. No, I've never seen anyone like that. And it was this fun thing, and you've never seen anything like it. You couldn't possibly see anything like it. Nobody has that. And she was there. She was there. She was there.
Where
Katon,
was she?
It's okay.
Where? She was where?
What do you mean?
She was not at the camp. We didn't see anyone that looked like
And you
her.
didn't say anything. Like,
There was no one who
Because
looked
she
like that.
couldn't have been there.
Maybe
She couldn't have been. How could she have been there?
She wasn't. She was not at the.
She was in the cave with the devil that you played jokes on. She was there. She was with the bear. I was busy, and there was the bear, and there was the cave, and there was the fire, and she looked at me, and her face was burned, and she couldn't have been there because she was dead, and I buried her.
Katon, let's just take a step back a second. You saw your sister, yes or no? You saw what looked like your sister. Maybe it wasn't your sister. Let's just keep that open. Maybe it wasn't.
I keep flipping the locket open and closed. It's it. It's the locket.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no question about it. You have her locket.
Let's just keep that open. Somebody that looked like your sister was there. And then all of a sudden, in that field outside of where we went into that cave, I found this locket. So putting those two things together, do you think there's any possibility that that was your sister? Regardless of her state of mind, if she is still your sister in her own mind, do you think?
I flip the book back open and I go back to the initials MS.
What does the book say?
It doesn't say anything. It's just a bunch of crossed out words. And I put it down and I point at the initials that are halfway crossed out that you can kind of read. And I just go, what does that say?
MS? What was your sister's name?
It was Mithra.
Wait, S. What is S? Mithra S. What does that mean?
Is your last name, Smiteclad?
Oh,
Yes, my clad.
That's
course.
not my name.
What do you mean it's not your name? It's
That's
Katon Smiteclad.
Yes, that's what I tell everyone. It's just a part of the order. They give you a title. It sounds cool. People are more willing to trust you with their problems when you show up and you say, I am Smiteclad or Devil Banisher or whatever the
Why didn't you
fuck.
get that one instead?
Yeah, that one's much cooler than my class.
Yeah, it's one of those things you don't choose on their own. My sister's
you don't choose your own
name
nickname.
was Mithra Schaefer.
So she was the girl that was in the cave and then she disappeared? You're saying that was what you think your sister is? Who she is? What she was?
I saw a woman older than my sister could have been, and more importantly, alive, with a little bit of red in her blue eyes, and I knew that wasn't possible.
Well, why didn't you say anything?
Because it's not possible. It's not possible.
Okay.
It can't be possible.
Well, let's think about this. Those were bad people. Maybe they knew that, and so they made her look like that to get to you.
Yeah, maybe that's entirely
be a
possible.
trick.
It's probably just a
That
trick.
doesn't explain the locket. How did the locket get in the field?
Maybe they took it from your
No,
village.
it doesn't.
your
In the
farm.
book,
I hate saying this and please don't yell at me like you yelled at Boro, but maybe they were just grave robbers and they took her items and not her. I know that's not good to say,
Yeah.
but it's a possibility.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
but
bad camp.
a
They were
person-
bandits.
But a woman that looks like her, an older
understand.
version of her, that,
Maybe-
with the eyes and everything, and then that happens at the same time.
I'm just
that is-
throwing out a possibility. I'm just putting them all out there because this is something we have not had to really deal with before, and nothing I've ever heard of. Is that a thing? Magic uses? Well, maybe they needed a piece of something to make someone look like the essence. I don't know how that works.
There's no reason anyone
Katon.
would take her, would do this.
Katon, I need you to.
I don't know why you have this. I don't know why this was here, and we will find out. We'll find out. It's simple. It's simple. All we have. No, I know what to do. I know what to do. Philippa, you're gonna be okay. We're gonna get you to the temple. We're gonna get everything taken care of. You're gonna be all right. And then we gotta go back. We gotta go back to Hagaz, and would just on the way. On the way, we just need to swing by my old home, and I just need to look into something. And until then,
Okay, we don't know.
until then, we just need to focus on the task at hand because I need to take care of Philippa.
Awen rolled a 27 stealth once the waterworks started happening for Katon. He was out.
I love how I saw you go to roll each time.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. He literally turned into the emote of himself.
Into the bushes I go.
I see you just like you like turn back and you like pluff into the snow, wait a few seconds until the sled rolls away and then get out.
Snowman where he was.
Yeah. I am back up to the front. Like after I gathered it, after Katon started really breaking down, I was like, oh boy. And I was back to the front.
So, and when you kind of just like sneakily dip off as the waterworks.
This time I did try to sneak off. I was like,
oh, dude, yeah, no, you snaked real quick.
yeah, all right, here we go. Goodbye.
You just slithered up that mountain.
I slithered right up there, back to my post. I've got it from here, gang. Don't worry.
Yeah. You guys see Awen sitting at the edge of the sled, and then you hear his voice 30 feet up in front of you.
Yeah, I've got the lookout. Don't worry, we're good.
Yeah, Boral is like out.
Yeah.
Katon, I think, is now.
I just keep thumbing through the book.
Okay.
There's nothing new I'm obtaining from it. It's just one of those things where you're just like, well,
rereading it.
If I reread this enough times, eventually I'll learn something.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though I've read it top to cover to back,
Philippa kind of like it like squishes into you and just like, puts her arm around, like puts the blanket that she had around her and just like puts it around your shoulder as well. Leaf, what are you doing?
Well, I was gonna go give him some comfort, but I seen Philippa do that. I'm gonna. She's like, okay.
There's always she fluffs the blanket to the other side of his.
He doesn't need two girls on his arm right now.
I'm just gonna whisper to Philippa, like, take care of him, okay?
And she just nods her head.
Okay, and then I'm gonna check over on Boral and see what he's doing over there.
Oh boy, she's just stirring it all up in his sled, huh?
Like, Boral, are you okay? It was a little intense.
No, I'm just gonna kind of like shake it out. Yeah, I'm fine. That's that's complicated. Have you thought about Beardrum?
Of course
at all?
I have.
Because I completely blocked it out until they wanted to put up a fucking statue of him.
That was
in town.
kind of weird.
I mean, a nice gesture, but I don't know. I used to have like a funny joke or a funny thought, and he'd be right next to me, and then I like completely forgot he was gone.
Well, I think we need to find a Titan, and maybe we can ask if I can contact Ouroboros, or we find one of yours. Whoever Gaia is, I think that's who took him. I think she's protecting him. I think he's fine, and we'll find him. Okay. I'll find a way to find out.
I know it was just so weird. It was so weird. I forgot he was gone. And he's been gone for a while. And we've been doing a bunch of shit that we usually rely on him and look to him. And I don't know. So weird.
Maybe that's what they want. Whoever took him, they want it to fade.
No, I know he would want us to carry on, but like, I don't know, when all this is done, or if we can just get some clue as to what happened, because it was just so abrupt. It was so sudden, and we're in the thick of it, and then he's here, and then he's gone, and then I like completely blocked it out. I mean, and we were in the thick of it, and we just haven't had time to really think about it.
I think the Titans will know something. That's the only thing I can think of that will help us. So we'll find somebody who we can ask, and in the meantime, I think we just have to keep remembering him so we don't forget.
Yeah.
So just.
I'm gonna nod to myself, and I'm gonna pass the jug to Leaf.
Okay. Leaf, what are you gonna get some mayo? You're gonna pound that mayo, huh?
I'm gonna pour one for my homie.
What are you pouring? Beer or wine?
Beer, obviously.
Beer.
And then I'll take a little
Relish.
relish out.
I don't really know how this works.
She actually
It's
just
like
mustard.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pour a little bit out, and then I'm gonna take a little sip and just
Remember you. Here you go.
and I'm gonna pass it back to you.
Okay. As you guys are all kind of walking up, at this point, it's the stars are starting to come out. The moon is up in the sky. It's like the first night on the road, and as everyone kind of gets into their comfy position, Awen kind of just finds his own little. I'm assuming kind of finds his own little spot. Are you going to go back into the sled with everybody else? Because right now, like the Katon, you undo the horse for a second, let the horse lay down. The sled's kind of parked on a flat spot on the mountain.
Do horses lay down when they sleep?
Yeah, some do. Some
Do they not? I thought they did.
Yeah, they do.
Some animals sleep standing up.
Cows sleep standing up.
Yeah, cows. Okay.
Yeah.
Horses do lie down.
Okay. I know my character grew up on a farm. I, Ben Chaney,
You need to do some farm research.
You
Ben.
do need to do
might
some
need
farm
to do some
research.
farm research.
Yeah.
Because
Are they
I
massive?
don't fucking know how horses work.
Maybe a little real world research. Just go like
Work
be a
a
little
farm.
farmhand, buddy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Go to farmers only.
Can we all,
trip.
Can we all have like a little character field trip? Matt, you got to go shoot some arrows.
Done. Already done it.
Boral, you got to set stuff on fire.
Just go work for a firework factory.
Yeah, he's doing
Firework factory?
I mean, you
gotta
do like
go
to
to a
barbecue.
botanist.
I already have
Right?
plants in my. I'm working on it.
But not. You haven't licked the frog yet.
You
though.
should. Oh,
Oh
Please,
man.
God, don't lick
Lick a frog. Lick a frog. I still
I'll do
want to.
some
I just
shrooms.
want to go to Utah.
Ooh, can we all just do our drug of choice on the podcast and
yes.
just like
and we'll
let,
just have a
let
side
it ride?
episode.
So Matt will be sober.
Yeah, so
he's a freaking
he's
square.
got to run the recording.
Yeah, our levels will be way weird, guys.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's my levels.
Gross.
Weird.
But to answer your question, yeah, I think I would. Are they lighting a fire?
Yeah, I would assume they would have lit a fire just like kind of on this little plateau. Everyone's kind of sitting around it. Philippa's just kind of still with a blanket around Katon as he's just kind of, I'm assuming you're just still blank staring, blank mind.
Yeah, I'm carrying out tasks that are necessary for survival.
Okay. So helping with the fire.
Yeah,
Very-
let's go ahead and clear a snowbank. Let's make a barrier to prevent wind chill. Let's set up the tents. Let's get a fire going. And every single task I do is designed to keep us alive, and I don't want to discuss anything else.
What's the landscape like? Is it just snow? Is there trees? Is there?
There's no trees. It's
Okay.
it's just a rocky mountain with snow on it.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's not much. And like your little plateau kind of outlooks, like you can still kind of see the
I just wonder what
lights.
kind of cover we had or what kind of ambush.
Yeah, no. So
area we
you
have.
have. I mean, you're a perfect ambush area because
Gotcha.
there's a bunch of rocks above you. There's a bunch of rocks below you. You do have a nice little night view of like the entire area. You can see Luskin just deep out in the distance, just a little tiny light out there, just little polka dots of all the big cities that you've been around. You see Faylair down below you. You can see action still kind of happening as people are walking around with torches down below you. And as you're kind of like looking off into the sky, Boral, how drunk would you say you are at this point?
I think after I talked to Leaf, I would have like dialed it back a bit. I'm buzzed. Let's just
Buzzing?
put it
Okay,
that
you
way.
got- you got a
I
good
was
tipsy
I was
going?
getting there, and then I dialed it back.
Okay. As you're doing that, you're kind of What's going on? What's your mental space right now? Are you still?
I mean, just
with
in
Beardrum?
kind of in sullen, just contemplation, I guess. Just
Okay.
Beardrum, and then Katon's sister, and that whole interaction, and I think I'm probably a little distracted.
Okay.
I would say, but I'm still up.
Yeah, as you're kind of like all these things just racing through your head, you're kind of just staring into this fire in front of you, and as you do, images start to appear, and it's almost like a movie and that's get set on fast forward. You see a person fighting this just massive monster. You can't really depict what it looks like, but it's just this person's just fighting, and then you see the monster just hit this person out of the fire, and that person that got hit out just turns into a little ember and burns out, and then that image goes away, and then now you see another one of this mass, like the fire just builds up as there's another image below that, as the fire kind of builds that person up now too. And the fire just builds up for a second and gets bigger. And you actually notice this too. The fire just randomly no one put wood or anything. It just gets big. It just gets huge to the point to where the distance that you're sitting it from gets too close. You're actually starting to feel burnt a little bit.
We notice an inconsistency with the amount of energy, heat, and light that the fire is putting off.
Yes.
However, Boral straight up sees pictures.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm kind of up, and I'm trying to get a closer look at what's happening. Like I'm kind of up and sort of at the ready.
The rest of you notice he's getting like his face is inches from this fire, and he's not showing any symptoms of pain or burning. He's just getting closer and closer to the point to where his face is almost brushing up against the flames.
Boral, what are you doing there?
I'm gonna try to reach at him, but it's so hot, so I kind of pull back a little bit.
Boral?
Am I
Are you okay?
entranced? Or
You're not entranced. It's just as you try to get a closer look, it's like the fire is slowly almost enveloping you as you get closer and closer to it.
I just hold on. I see something. I don't know what I see.
And as you do that, you hear just this voice.
You're coming to your destiny.
And the fire fades away and goes back to just a normal little fire.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite player, Matt, coming at you once again for the middle break. We're happy to have you this week, as we are every single week. We hope you're enjoying this episode. It's a juicy boy, huh? It's a rootin' tootin' juicin' boy. I mean, we can't be spoofs and goofs 24/7, right? I mean, 23/7, 23/6, even 24/6. I'll give you 24/7 though. It's too much. It's just far too much. Y'all, you know the drill, right? If you want us to grow this podcast, there are certain things you can do, and I'm here to enlighten you or just remind you, if you've forgotten on those things, that you can do. The first thing, obviously, is subscribing, rating, and reviewing to wherever you get your podcasts, whatever podcatcher you use. We're probably on it. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Making sure to rate, subscribe, and review after our episodes is a really, really big way to help with our growth and our reach. And it just gives that little extra bit of social proof to show people that, yes, our podcast is worth spending your free time on. And if people can see that it's actually worth it, they'll listen. And so we need your help to do that. Another way you can help with our reach and our growth is by subscribing to all of our social medias. You can find us on Twitter at New Crits. You can find us on Instagram at New Crits on the Block, and you can find us on Facebook at New Crits on the Block. How does that help with our reach, you say? It's elementary, my dear Watson. Some examples would be, going to our Twitter and retweeting some of the audiograms or the quotes that we have on there. Or maybe, let's think here, going on Instagram and sharing those same things on your own stories. We know it's such a simple, small thing, but if enough people do it, We will reach people that maybe have never heard of us before, because we're not some big, huge podcast that has world renown. We're not spending money on ads or anything. Everything we do right now is by word of mouth. And if you can help us with that word of mouth advertising, if you can share us to friends and family or just out into the abyss so that hopefully someone can latch on and join our little family we've got budding here, it will help us more than you can possibly imagine. And speaking of that budding family, that budding community that we are harboring, join our Discord. The easiest way to get to it is go to linktr.ee/newcritsontheblock. Click on that join Discord button. And I got to tell you, it kind of blows my mind a little bit how many people are in our Discord who don't even listen to our podcast. That's wild to me, but I see it as a good thing because they join for other reasons, which is exactly what we want to have our Discord be, is just this space where people can join to feel safe and to feel like they are included and to feel like they can talk to other people that share their interests or that don't share their interests that they can learn from or grow from. Obviously, there is a lot of D&D related content in there and some New Crits on the Block stuff in there as well because, well, it is our channel. But there's so much for other people, and it's just not constantly New Crits on the Block all the time. Boom, 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 just pummeling you with it. You can wet your proverbial beak in some of our other channels. Talk about your pets, talk about anime, talk about art, talk about music, talk about history, talk about DM tips or player tips or character creation. I could go on and on because we have an insane amount of channels, but there's just a little bit of something in there for everybody. So again, easiest way to get to that is go to our link tree, linktr.ee/newcritsontheblock. Hit the join Discord button. All right, Monsoirs, let's get you back into this juicy one of an episode, huh? Because it's loosey goosey, juicy, oosey. It's still crazy out there, and we want to thank you again for tuning in every single week, whether you listen on Monday or some other time during the week. Thank you for listening. It really does mean a lot to us. And if you could do some of those things that we mentioned beforehand to help broaden our horizons of our podcast, we would appreciate it. It's just so incredibly much. We will see you next week. We hope you're staying safe out there. We hope you're healthy. We got a few more weeks of this year. Let's get it done right. And bring it in with New Crits on the Block. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
I'm assuming we didn't hear that too,
No,
right?
yeah. Take it easy, Flame Wizard. We don't want to make anyone know that we're here. Can you stop messing with the fire, please?
Yeah, can you keep it?
So Awen's going to look over from his little perch. He's kind of set up atop. What is going on down there? Because he saw the flames just...
Okay. It's fine.
Boral's
I
doing
think
it.
everything's fine.
He's doing a weird flyer thing.
necklace?
No, I didn't use the necklace.
Just everybody stay calm and quiet. We don't need to draw any attention to ourselves. Boral, please stop.
Well, that's what I was
messing
checking.
with
I
the fire.
didn't
Don't do weird
do
fire
anything.
stuff.
I didn't do anything. I was just I saw something in the fire.
What?
That's it.
Oh,
I don't know. It was like a picture of something fighting a bigger something, and then those
would you say it was massive?
Yeah, I could use that word. Yeah.
Don't, you'll make him bleed again. Okay.
It was something like a person fighting a bigger something, and then the smaller person got just like blown away, just like kicked into oblivion. And then I saw two figures that became on fire, and then the fire got bigger, and I was trying to get closer to see what it was. I couldn't make it out. I don't know. And then something spoke to me that said, "You're coming to your destiny," which I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
I
the
would tell
structure of
you
the
to take it
sentence is a
easy
little
on the
weird.
wine, but
Yeah, fine. That's fair.
But no, you
That's
know
fair.
what? No, it's not, because stranger things have happened. You're all the children. You're all the children
So-
of.
Okay, let's
Mr.
just...
Mr. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just going to say something. Everybody's having weird stuff happen. Let's just make a promise. Awen, can you hear me over there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, let's make a promise that we are going to tell each other everything. No more secrets.
Awen rolls a 2.
You have to tell me everything.
Well, I rolled a 2 in a stealth check.
He's gonna get further away.
Well, you're
You
over
hear
a
me-
ridge. We wouldn't have been able to see it anyway.
But you hear me crunch away.
Okay. There's lots of stuff happening and we need all this information. We can't keep keeping things from each other. I think that's the lesson we need to learn here is everybody needs to share.
That's why I was just telling
I know,
you.
I'm just saying I'm proud of you. Good job. But I just want everybody else to share all of the things that they know or see or have happen to them or visions or weird stuff.
Okay, I have something to confess. I might be a thief. Okay, I admit it.
You have a necklace problem.
I am Boral and I have a necklace
Philippa
problem.
asleep?
Huh?
Is Philippa asleep?
She probably would be dozed off on your shoulder. Yeah.
I very cautiously try to see like if I hear her doing like the sleep breathing.
The sleep breathing.
We know when
You
someone's
can
asleep.
tell when someone's asleep.
Yeah, you can tell by their
breathing.
breathing
It's
patterns.
much deeper.
Yeah,
Make a
it's
perception check.
and it's like rhythmic and stuff.
So while he's doing that, the voice that I heard, is it the same voice I heard when I was like,
Oh, that fire
In the
guy.
egg.
in the egg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same voice.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to relay that to everybody. And the voice that I heard was the same when I encountered the egg.
Oh.
So I think it's...
All right, so perception check.
Perception check.
Perception check to see if Philippa's asleep. 14.
14? Yeah, she's dozed off.
I look back at Boral and Leaf, and I very quietly say, "The followers of Sonore have sent me to keep an eye on her and to keep an eye on all of you.
What?
It's not malicious. I have orders.
What orders?
We'll talk about it later."
Wait, I just
What the
said.
fuck does that mean?
Just said no. We have to talk about it now.
Katon,
I
what
look
does
back-
that mean?
I
That
look
is
back-
the weirdest thing to say.
I look back at her, and I look back at all of you, and I just kind of go, "Did none of you think it was odd that a paladin was accepting jobs to transport goods?"
No, I'm not terribly familiar with paladins.
Yeah, I don't know what you
thought you were
guys
just
do.
a good person.
No, we don't typically take jobs
No,
to
we're not good
transport
people.
goods from location A to location B. We're usually somewhere on the line of keeping an eye on cataclysmic world-ending events.
So you knew this
Oh, I didn't know
was
any.
going to happen.
No, what do you think I am? Some type of mind reader? No, I didn't know any of this. My order gave me orders to follow Mr. Cartwright. I don't know why. I don't think they knew why either. I have been keeping tabs on you all, and I've been reporting back to them. It is nothing malicious. It is nothing harmful.
Reporting back to them. What?
Just normal correspondence, letters,
What are you telling them?
everything.
Like about us being Titan children and
Mm-hmm.
Titan daddies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, what are they going to do with that information? You don't know if they're...
They follow the god of light. They have a vested interest in keeping the world from burning down. The god of light does kind of wish to keep everyone
I think
alive.
it's fair to say we all do.
Yes. There's
you-
nothing malicious about it. There are
You've been
nothing.
spying on us.
You're going to hear a crunch from atop you. And you're going to hear, you're not telling them everything, are you? Not like everything, right? Right?
No, I'm telling them everything.
Okay, but when you say everything, everything, even the stuff that doesn't have anything to do with these titans or whatever, like some, I don't know, interpersonal family issues or something.
They don't care about any of that. So,
But you are telling them.
telling them.
Yeah, wait.
How long? Wait, this whole time?
Hold on. I need an answer on this.
I do not go into details in regards to people's interpersonal family lives.
Oh, good.
Specifically, you have been specifically referenced as Chap Tinderfinger. I did originally write your name, but out of respect, I crossed it out. Well, I erased it. I rewrote the letter. They don't know who you are.
Okay, so that's all I needed to know. Crunch as I get back away from the
What are
side.
you crunching on that sounds like that?
Yeah,
Snow.
Crunch?
Yeah,
Easy as fuck.
yeah.
However, I'm pretty certain that the Paladin Order knows that there's not the champion of wind or the child of wind called Champ Tingafinger. They're not idiots.
Crunch. What does that mean exactly? I pop back over the edge again.
I'm sure they can figure out that that's an alias. They don't know your real name.
You're gonna see him just squint.
Is it a mean squint?
Like a glare.
Yeah, like a glary kind of squint, and then
I was given orders
I'm gone again.
Slides away.
This ice is getting really
to
weird.
meet
What?
Mr. Cartwright, who later turned out to be Ulrich, and to follow him. I was not told why. It was a mission that was imparted upon me through a vision that our high priest had had from our God.
Where are you meeting him?
What? No, I already met him when we all met.
So
No, I thought you meant like you are. I'm sorry.
he's sending
Why are you
letters to
here
them.
right now and still corresponding with them?
Because I was ordered to.
Why aren't you still with Ulrich then? Following him. Isn't that what your order was? What does it have to do with us?
Paladins are given a certain amount of autonomy to see our orders through to what we believe is the best use of our time and our resources. We did not know why we needed one of our order to connect with him, but we knew that we needed two, and so I was sent out. It became fairly apparent when we needed to rescue the princess, and I look down at Philippa, who I make sure is still sleeping.
His eyes are wide open, like, you mother.
She's on the stairs crying again.
She has
made ice stairs and she is crying on them.
Yes.
It became fairly apparent when we realized that she needed to be helped, that somehow I was connected to that, or we were connected to that, or I needed to follow that. And along the way, we determined that the Titans existed and that you were all children of the Titans. And so I have continued to follow you and to assist you in taking care of the situation that we've learned about with Fuma.
Have they written back to you? Have they given you new orders? Or you're just
Nope.
one-way communication?
One-way correspondence.
Okay.
So this mission of yours is
Subnote, this is all written in code. Nobody's aware of what I'm writing.
Yeah, what if those letters
to
get
know.
intercepted?
Couldn't tell. Need the code.
So this
It's 1,
mission of
2,
yours
3.
is open-ended,
It's the
really.
code.
I mean, right now, you're just escorting and protecting Philippa. That is your one order, and to report back, obviously.
The
And that's
reporting,
it.
the reporting back is merely to keep them in the loop of what is going on. Again, please understand, and I mean this in all due honesty. It's zone of truth. I cast it on ourselves. I am here to help all of you, and to help Philippa, and to keep the world from burning down. I did not know that was my mission when I first started, but it has become ever clear that it is.
Okay.
You have my shield. But you wanted honesty? And there it is. When I learned that there were 2 of these children, and that there could be potential for conflict, I did not know whether or not I was with the right group. It has become apparent that I am. I apologize for deceiving you. There was never any malicious intent. And now you know everything.
All right.
So
Who
what do-
else has got weird secrets? I don't like this.
So, thank you.
I will be reporting all of this to the
He will tell them
This
that.
whole conversation will be written in code and sent back to them.
Philip is typing it out on a
So
typewriter.
what do you mean you weren't sure if you were with the right group? What does that mean? Like, were
We
you supposed
were
to side with?
formed by the ice priest that there's
No, I know.
been multiple of these people, as we have learned, Philippa, but also her sister or half-sister, in this case, Emmy. Apparently, there's always been, as the ice priest stated, not every child of the Titan is inherently good or has society's or the world's best interests in heart. I met an alcoholic dwarf, a pyromaniac high elf, a hippie halfling,
What?
and a kleptomaniac rogue ranger.
Every time.
I'm gonna go,
Stolen anything. He literally admitted he has a stealing problem.
And
dodge that
I
bullet.
just needed to keep tabs on you all because I didn't know whether or not you were an enemy of the people or their saviors.
Oh, so you thought we were the bad guys.
I didn't know. I also didn't know there were bad guys. This whole process has been enlightening to me as well.
No, you know what? I'm not casting stealth. You're going to hear me crunch down this mountain towards everyone. No, hold on, just a moment.
Hey, when I know you're there, even when I don't.
Yes, I know. Oh, I wanted
Even
you to
when
know.
I don't know you're there, you're there.
I wanted you to hear me coming and fear it
Ew.
because I know.
Katon laughs at the idea of him fearing someone. He literally has an aura that prevents fear. Yes.
I wanted you to know. All right. First of all, I've never stolen anything.
It's true, he hasn't.
I'm not a thief.
Fans, if you want to at Matt and anything he's
Don't
telling
at me about that. I'm not a thief. Second of all, really? I'm going to look at Boral and Leaf. That's all he gets for all of this?
Yeah, he told
I'm sorry.
us.
He doesn't get lambasted like, oh, I don't know, someone else who has been actively spying on you the whole time and I did nothing to you.
There was no potential for us to get attacked because we're not being hunted.
He told
That's
We're
why we
hunted
ambassaded
all
you.
the time.
No!
You only told the truth because you had to.
Okay, can we all just can everyone listening at home? I want you to imagine that the camera has pulled out to a dark ass mountainside with a little fire burning on the side and people shouting at one another in the dark.
You did it. No, you did
I don't care. No. This is going to be said. That's it.
Yes,
Nothing?
You were forced to tell us the truth. I asked and he did it. I didn't know that you were hiding something terrible.
You revealed there might be some intermittent danger.
You
that
murdered
would be.
someone.
You never asked me to bare my soul.
Okay, has anyone else murdered someone that they haven't told us about?
I'm sure he's murdered people he hasn't told us about.
He's just writing letters. He's not murdering parents.
Just writing letters, keeping a written paper trail of all the things that we have done and are doing?
Like, that's his job, I guess.
Oh, it's just his job.
Is it your job to kill your daddy?
Oh, Leaf, now come on. Awen cries tears of ice.
No, I don't cry. Of course
Your
I don't
honesty
cry.
has been forced
His
every
tears
time.
are dried up.
I think the more pragmatic side of me would just like, well, yeah, somebody should probably know what we're doing. Like, this isn't like a super secret fucking mission here.
The Paladin Order of Sonore are here to help you. We just didn't know if you were who needed help.
Okay, so we need help. So where's the help?
Yeah, are they going to come on like big horses and
Griffins,
big?
maybe.
I don't know.
They come on a ray of light.
I have not received any correspondence back. Assuming my letters are reaching their destination, they can only be translated by
Awkward.
the Paladins. I'm not expecting correspondence back.
Did you
Then
request
How do you
help?
know when you're done?
I'm going to go ahead and go with the world doesn't burn down.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
but like,
That's
isn't
fair.
that sort of an always open
Like a never-ending quest? Yeah, it's almost like I've devoted my entire life to saving the planet.
I crunch back up. I crunch back up. Again, you hear me
Why
crunching
don't you
away.
just stay down
Just
here? What are you
stay
doing up
here,
there?
Awen.
Someone needs to be on the lookout while you all squabble down here.
You're just pouting
You
because
just were part of the squabbling.
Because I needed to defend my name.
nobody said anything about your name.
your name,
You
which
called
I have
me
left-
a kleptomaniac.
Okay, he did say that.
I had to defend
okay.
my honor and my name.
That was not fair.
Okay,
Fine.
let's be real. Boral is the kleptomaniac and the pyromaniac.
Yes.
Any other maniacs you got going on in there?
Listen, I'll be 100% honest with you. I sent a letter in Neverwinter, I sent a letter in Luskin, and I sent a letter in Phaela.
I crunch back up.
Okay.
I'm gone. I'm back up there again.
Will you tell us when you're sending a letter now? Will you share?
But sure, there's no reason to hide anything from you anymore.
Okay.
I actually really didn't have any intention to. I was willing to be honest with you after Luskin. Well, Briarbeck mostly. Regardless,
Katon, I have a question. What if you do hear from them and they tell you you need to stop us?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
I have no reason to suspect that they would.
But what if they do?
I will weigh my options carefully and decide whether or not to put my faith in them or in you.
If you do get a letter back,
I don't know how they would give it to me. I don't have a P.O. box anywhere.
He opens his
An
plate
owl
mail.
brings it, obviously.
Oh, well,
Obviously an owl.
PO is paladin
Paladin official.
I guess.
Paladin Outlook.
I just want you to, you should think about that because look at Philippa, look at us, and if they tell you we're the bad guys, what are you going to do?
They don't tell me who the bad guys are.
You know what I mean.
That's why paladins are given a certain level of autonomy. We get to choose. And I've chosen so far that you are all to be trusted. Thank you for continuing
But you're gonna, sorry to interrupt you,
to prove me right.
but you're gonna tell us if they say that.
Sure.
He's saying that they won't give him orders.
I
he
see
has to.
absolutely no reason
No, I
that they
understand.
would.
Well, yeah, but-
as I, Ben Chaney, glance at Jake, the cool DM, I see absolutely no reason to suspect that they would hold any of this against any of you.
Okay.
They do not control the fate of the world. They just merely intervene as things happen.
Well, I guess we'll just put the trust in them if we are in a situation that we need them then.
To be 100% honest, there is nobody out there who is potentially more trustworthy. They foster the light as a source of all life. They have no desire to hurt the world.
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
He just kind of slumps back down and looks back at the fire.
As you guys hear this loud booming noise just echo across the mountain, you see just waves of snow. When you probably, because you're scouting out a little bit ahead, you would have seen this first as it just starts to pour down at you. Give me a perception check though.
Okay. Oh, someone's shredding it. 7
Shredding
plus
the gnar.
5,
It's Rolando.
13? 12, excuse me.
12. You heard a extremely loud cry of pain before the avalanche started, further up the mountain.
Okay.
And with the 12, that's all you can discern. But you see an avalanche barreling towards the party.
You're going to hear a loud crunch again from down below, everyone. Hey, everyone. We have a bit of a problem.
What? Jesus fucking Christ.
Your brain is trying to quantify.
The children are having a good time.
Good for them.
Fuck kids.
Ooh, wow.
And you're
Except that kid and Jameson. And maybe your kids.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
This might be...
Ben, I did it again. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with me? Ben, fuck! I'm so sorry. Fuck me, dude.
Katon.
Katon.
There's no reason.
Katon.
And just kind of like leans on your shoulder with her head.
Clank.
Ben.
I'm sorry. That just...
You all right?
No.
It's supposed to be Tink, Ben.
Well, I wasn't sexually.
Tink is sexual.
She put her head on my shoulder. Clank.
Oh.
I know. I just the
Yeah.
sound effects
Now,
just get me.
If somebody,
Clunk or something.
Now, if she wasn't a 14-year-old girl and she was like rubbing up against me, it might be Tink.
Okay.
And also, she reminds me of my sister, who I just found out was alive. So Clank.
Well, seeing that happen,
Okay, wait. And what's Clank? No, wait. What are you using Clank in?
Tink is sexy. Clank is just me moving or things touching me.
Okay.
Because Clank.
Because Clank. I'm glad we recorded
Clink
that.
and Clank is different than Tink and Tank.
Hey, Matt, maybe delete that.
Yeah, this is all coming out.
don't need any of that.
Coming out. Don't
Just
worry.
scrub that out from the Clank
it.
on.
Scrubbing it. Yeah, I'm just gonna burn this recorder now.
just melt it. In
No,
the
I
gotta
was
go.
proud of my RP. Don't do it.
yeah, that's part of the reason.
Yeah, so no, Katon's he just keeps them under the book. Paladins are given a certain amount of autonomy. Autonomy.
Not even going to attempt it.
Paladins are given a certain amount of autonomy to
nope.
No.
help me out here.
Autonomy. Yep.
Paladins are given a certain amount of autonomy.
I thought you were gonna mess it up again.
I was waiting for it. We're
Sorry.
keeping that one.
Sorry.